out today's video sponsor, the Jersey Plug Waterford. Ever wanted to buy cheap yet high-quality jerseys or sets, but don't want to spend high amounts of money? Then look no further than the Jersey Plug Waterford. Here are some of the items they sell.
Keith Long, you're looking for your third win on the bounce. It's been a good couple of days for Waterford.
Yeah, big game tonight. Dundalk will be a really difficult challenge, tough opponents. You know, they were looked at the game back on Monday against Strada. They're probably the better side. Probably arguably feel unlucky not to have won the game. You know, you look at them against Shells last Friday. You know, should have possibly won that game also. The week before they beat Bows at home, so the week before down in Sligo, the very competitive league, so against good opposition. You know, so we can take absolutely nothing for granted. Yes, we've won away from home over the weekend, got two really good results, but two, more importantly, really good displays. So we have to be, you know, on top of our game tonight to make sure you know, we look after Dundalk and get after the game as best we possibly can, play on the front foot, play with that energy that we want throughout the team. Because if we don't, and if we're down gears in any way, shape or form, Dundalk will punish you.
You mentioned the 6 points from last weekend. I'm sure you know the squad is always in kind of a buoyant mood. There must have been a great mood this week in the squad, and you look to bring that into tonight's game. Yeah,
hopefully we can feed off that a little bit, Ray, if we can. Obviously, it's been documented locally here about our home form, so we'd like to improve that tonight. You know, but we're up under no illusions about the opposition. So the league table will have Dundalk sitting in the last position in the table, but it's so tight. There's so much of the season left to play for. You know, we have to make sure that we take care of our performance tonight, focus on ourselves, try and be positive in the RSC, you know, be proactive, get after the game as much as we possibly can, you know, play with that high energy, you know, that aggression that we've got within the team. And if we do that, we give ourselves a platform to try and deliver a good result.
Our last game with Dundalk at Oriel Park was a 0-0 draw. You know, that was a tough encounter. To be similar tonight.
Yeah, we had to thank Sam Sargent for coming away with a point. He made 2 or 3 really important, vital saves for us on the night. So, listen, there's no easy games in this league for sure. You know, like I said, the league table, you know, it's irrelevant at the moment. You know, you don't get anything at this time of the year. You know, you look at the league table, you know, in September, in October, you know, towards the latter half of the season. And if we're in this position, you know, at that point of the season, I think we'll have a relatively successful campaign. You know, not jumping forward. Tonight is our sole focus. We have to try and take care of Dundalk, and we need to put in a top-class performance if we're going to get a result here.
Finally, with just one change, I mean, that's you've got such a competitive squad here. Everybody looking to get on. You know, it must be difficult each week to pick a team.
Yeah, no, it is, and so we bring in Christy Patterson, who done really well last week in Sligo. It was his first start of the campaign for us. You know, scored a winning goal, so he comes back into the side tonight.
Okay, we wish you the very best of luck, Keith. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Ray.
Noel King, welcome to Waterford. First of all, you've been in the job now nearly 3 weeks. Your feet under the desk. How have you settled in?
Well, it's gone quite well. We've had a win, a loss, a loss and a draw. So we've experienced all the emotions there. It's tough getting it going again. The league is tough. Every game you play is very competitive. It's very hard to predict what's going to come out. And all you can do is prepare the best you can. And I think we've prepared well this week. So hopefully it'll work well.
It's been a difficult week for you, that last-minute defeat on Monday, and then the 10-game ban for George Shelby.
Yeah,
you know, that must have been tough this week.
Of course it is. Of course, in the game we played against Strada, we had all the stats on our side. Unfortunately, the most important one was the goal score, and they won it. And good luck to them. The keeper Shelby is just—it's one of those things, and the club vicious statement on it. So we move on.
And accepting
Exactly,
it and not appealing. So that says its own story, doesn't it? You're still looking for your first away win of the campaign. Haven't won away since last season, but so many of your games have been so tight, and yet you're just coming out around. Does that give you hope that you can kind of get yourselves out of this position?
Yeah, well, you have to start winning at some time. We have picked up points in the last couple of weeks, as I said to you earlier, but we need more. We need to continue getting used to winning, getting used to getting points. It's not easy, as I said, and you just have to keep going. There's over 20 games left, which is very encouraging for everybody if we get into a good mode and get playing well, now understanding each other, and pushing on.
The last game against Waterford, I know you weren't in charge, but it was a very tight affair at Oriel Park. It'll be a tough encounter tonight as well.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the way you can't. Very, very difficult to predict what's going to happen in all the games in the league at the moment. Teams are taking points off each other like I've never seen before, and I think that's healthy for the league. The crowds are up, which is healthy as well. There's young children, there's women, there's the usual men as well, and it seems to be getting really, really healthy, and it's great to be involved in.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks a million. Thank you.
victory, superb performance in the Blues tonight, and that home form issue has been put to bed.
Yeah, important win for us. Good 4-1 win. I think we get ahead early in the game. Well taken goal from a mistake from their goalkeeper. Melise is alive to the game and finishes it really well. Dundalk, to their credit, come back into the game. Disappointed with the goal we conceded, and we coughed up a couple of chances in the first half. But crucial to the game, I felt, was our second goal before half time. And the stroke of half time, we got the ball into a good area. We had bodies running forward. We got cross into the box, and we got bodies into the box. And it's a great finish by Melise again to bring us in 2-1 at half time. And you know, getting the third goal as quickly as we did into the second half sort of took you know, maybe the oxygen out of Dundalk a little bit, you know, so they were well in the game up until that point, and after that we come out comfortable winners.
It was great to see, you know, you being able to bring on players as well. You know, you've got a very big squad that are all chomping at the bit to get on the park, and it was great to be able to allow them on the park this evening.
Yeah, no, it was good for the depth of the squad. 3 games in 8 days. Obviously, we've won the last 3 games. Melise gets a brilliant hat-trick. Be remiss of me not to mention that for the boy. He scores a great tour goal. You know, a bit of improvisation, sees the goalkeeper off his line. It's a well-taken tour goal, so he deserves that. He goes off with the match ball tonight. Yeah, rightly so. I think some of the boys coming off the bench, Harvey McAdam, Ben McCormick, have both been in the team, so them off the bench, you know, Connor Evans, Bemi Arubi getting some minutes off the bench. I think it's important for the depth of your squad, and that you're able to, in a position, you know, fortunate enough position to give them some time, some game minutes tonight.
3 wins on the bounce, and now you can head to Talca Park, take on the league leaders, you know, with a bit of confidence next week. Yeah,
listen, we're pleased to have won tonight's game on the back of two really good displays away from home. So we'll dust ourselves down during the week. We'll get ourselves ready as best we possibly can for a really tough challenge away to Shelbourne and Talca Park.
Congratulations, Keith. Great performance.
Thanks, Ray. Cheers.
Noel King, tough night tonight at the RSC.
Very tough, yeah. Hard to take, you know. A couple of mistakes around the pitch, decisive mistakes. But within that 90 minutes, I thought there was lots of positives as well. But looking at the table now, it looks very difficult for us, which it is. But just we can't just let it go. We have to instill the fight into it and keep it going.
You conceded a goal very early, but you got back into the game. Then, did you think at that stage, you know that you were still in with a shout?
Of course, yeah, of course, because it was a good equaliser. We were in the ascendancy. It gave us a boost again. It kept going, and I would have thought I would never have foreseen the result the way it came up. To be honest.
The goal before half-time was just a killer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It just takes the oxygen out of you.
Well, exactly, yeah. Everybody says that if you get a goal before half-time, it's worth 2. Well, not everybody, but it can be. But it's, you know, it is what it is. We have been playing well. We have got a few points, in a win, a loss, a draw. But today, you know, is alarm bells, really.
When you look at the performance, and again the second half, you know, Waterford were quite comfortable, but to credit to your players, you know, they kept fighting away, they kept looking for a breakthrough, trying to get one back.
Yeah, there's a good spirit, there's good players. It just hasn't clicked or gelled really. It's threatened to gel and threatened to blossom, but it hasn't come yet. We have 20 games, I believe, left, which is a lot of games, and we'll start. Hopefully, we'll get it turned around and get safe.
That mountain is looking a little bit higher now than it was.
Yeah, it is.
Of
course, it is. But there's 60 points still to be fought for, and I'm not sure how many you'll need. I don't think anybody will be able to say that at this stage. But we must fight back, get ourselves organised again, and get another few results.
I appreciate you talking to us. Thanks.
Thanks very much. No problem.